Hey, welcome back. This week I want to show you how to take some pallet wood and turn it into a serving tray. Let's get started. So it's a really simple project. There is a bottom and 4 sides. I'll use these 2 pieces. For sides I'll use, I think these 2 pieces for the bottom, and then I'll get the last 2 sides by ripping this one down the middle. Now, rather than doing the bottom out of 2 pieces with 1 joint, I'm going to rip one of these boards in half so that there can be a wide piece with 2 smaller ones on either side. Make more sense when I glue it up, but first I need to clean these boards up at the table saw. Alright, so now you can see what I'm talking about 1 big panel and 1 big board I should say, and then 2 smaller boards on either side to make up the bottom of the tray. Little bit of glue, because I don't want to put too much on. I do not like glue squeeze out. Ideally, the right amount of glue is where it just barely squeezes out, making sure you have great glue coverage. It's going to create great adhesion. I'll give it about 30 minutes for the glue to set up, but there's some other things I can do during that time. So I've cut the ends to their final width, but I want to put a rabbet around 3 sides. On bottom to hold the bottom, on the sides to hold the sides. Now the best way to do a rabbet is at the table saw. This is going to be a 1/4 inch deep rabbet, and it's the thickness of a board. So I took combination square and made sure that from the fence to the outside of the blade was a 1/4 inch, and then I just raised the blade up until it just barely poked above the board. Now we can run both boards through 3 times, and then we'll change the setup. And this is where I goofed. I don't know why, but I was thinking that all of the pallet wood was the same thickness, but actually the wood that I'm making the bottoms and sides out of is a lot thinner. Now on bottom, that won't really matter. It'll just recess the bottom up into the tray. But on the sides, that would have the wood, the front piece sticking out a lot past the side. So, need to make a quick mark and trim it at the miter saw. By then, this glue should be thoroughly set up, so we can get back to work on that. The last little bit of layout is for the handle. After marking the middle of the board, I'm going to put this paper template that I have created on it to trace out the outside curve of the handle. If you can make a template yourself, just know that the easiest way to get it perfectly symmetric is to fold the paper in half and cut it all at once. I can continue that out to the edge of the board. And then, for the hole itself, I'm going to do that with a paddle bit and then connect it with a jigsaw. Same way I'm going to cut these curves, with a jigsaw. But I want to mark them 1.5 inches down and symmetrically 3.5 inches apart, so that is 1 3/4 inch from the center. Just a little divot will help guide the paddle bit in there. So the drill press and then the jigsaw is next. Alright, that's going to do it for this one. Pretty simple project. A chance to use some free pallet wood. And really, you can simplify it even more by skipping the rabbets in the ends, but I just like the way it makes it look. Well, hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a great weekend, and as always, get out there and make some sawdust.